Hi Gemini, how are we today? Just doing our weekly readings. This week we are looking at a bit of everything. We're looking mostly at relationships in your life, whether that be platonic or romantic. We are looking at career, and I am going to draw a card for health as well. Please subscribe to the channel if you're not already. I do really appreciate that support. Leave a comment if you want to go in the draw for that free personal reading. I'll be drawing that when we hit 222 subscribers. So make sure you do leave a comment to go into that draw. So this week, we are going to start off with the relationship stuff, and we're going to be using the Yin Yang Oracle as well as the Blackbird Lenormand to look at relationship stuff. Then when we move over into career, I've got the Soul's Journey activation cards as well as the Jelly Bean Lenormand, and we are going to just get a card or two for health related stuff with the Earthbound Oracle as well. Okay, so getting into it for you, Gemini. Okay, we're looking at relationships for Gemini. So whether we're looking at friends, family, or love, we'll see what wants to come out for you, Gemini. Gemini and relationships. Gemini with the relationships in the people in their life. Relationships for Gemini, please. Awesome. Seeing some beautiful sun energy for you to start us off there, Gemini. That's all about strength and empowerment. So you are coming from a very strong position within relationships at the moment. You have a lot of strength. I feel as though a lot of people rely on you for strength and to empower them as well. Sun really does talk about happiness and those, warm, fuzzy feelings as well. So I dare say relationships are relatively stable for you at the moment here, Gemini. We do have stability, harmony, and flow as well. So definitely seeing, you at harmony with the people that you're in connections with, whether this be, like I said, platonic or romantic relationships. We do have a lot of strength and harmony for you at the moment. So a lot of happiness in your dealings with others at the moment. Can't go wrong with that, Gemini, but we'll have a look with the Lenormand as well. Okay, anything Gemini needs to know in regard to relationships? Gemini and relationships, please. And just clarity for that center card. Clarity for the center card for Gemini and relationships. Okay, so firstly we have the Garden coming through here, Gemini. So that is a social card, okay? So for majority of you, we probably are looking at your social life, your getting out and about with friends, meeting up with friends and family for coffee, those sort of things. It can also be the date night card as well. I am seeing that for some of you, there may be a specific person we're going on a date with, but for others of you, this is just in general. We're just enjoying having an active social life at the moment, Gemini. If you're getting invited out to events or things like that, definitely be taking those invitations at the moment, going to events, meeting up with people at the moment, very well in your favor. A lot of happiness to be had for you, a lot of flow and harmony within those social relationships as well. We do have the center card here. We have the Fox coming through. I do have that clarified by the Tower. So for some of you, this is somebody from your past coming back around. I do feel a little bit of that retrograde energy on those cards there. So the Fox energy, I'm actually vibing this is in a very positive way for you at the moment here. This is somebody that you may have already laid foundations of a relationship of some sort with this person. Once again, I'm not necessarily feeling as though this is heavy duty romantic. It may just be sort of rekindling some sort of friendship, family relationship with somebody here. We do see with the fox energy, this is probably someone who has sort of just been on their own independent journey. They've been sort of traveling, they may have been at a distance and traveling, miles away from you here. But now we see that they're sort of coming back around. The foundations of that connection have already been laid between the two of you here. And there is, a lot of strength coming from this tower. It's like kind of like a strong fortress type of energy between you and this person, that this may be somebody that you in the past have relied on for support and those sorts of things, but there is a strong independent kind of energy coming off this person. The fox energy, it's someone who they're living their life. They're out there doing what they need to do to survive, in this world. But they sort of, it feels like they're coming back to this tower energy here with you. And we've already built the foundation of a friendship or a relationship with this person. And we're coming back around, just to, there's something about solidarity. A lot of the time it can talk about, going off into solitude, but I'm getting more solidarity with you there. I feel like for some of you, they may be helping you guide you through something where you are needing to act very independently and do things for yourself and doing what you need to do. And it feels as though this person is sort of standing there strong and guiding you, how to build strong tower for yourself as yourself. So I'm getting a very independent energy there. I do feel as though you may be meeting up with this person to, that solidarity of this is how I did it. This is what happened when I went off by myself and did this, did what I needed to do for my own life. And this is how it sort of worked out for me. And then it feels like very advice kind of energy here, that this person, you may be sort of looking up to this person in that kind of sense, that you admire their independence is what I'm kind of getting from that fox energy. A lot of the time it can go so many different ways with that fox energy, but they're just standing quite strong. They're doing what they need to do for their own survival, and you do seem to admire that quality of this person. So you may be actually meeting up with a specific person to help further yourself, to help further this tower within yourself and grow stronger and firmer within yourself. We do also have the lily coming through. So, for those of you where this is somebody from your past coming back around, this is probably somebody that has been in your life on and off, for a very long time. You've known this person for a very long time with that lily. There may be a very strong, I'm getting a lot of history with this person, that there may have, been a very emotional, vulnerable sharing between the two of you. You may have been very, very close on an emotional level. You may have been very intimate with the way that they approach emotions and vice versa. Otherwise, this, for a lot of you, this is also just you being open and vulnerable, about your fears and your wants and your desires in the future here, really looking towards end goals as well. So I feel as though that's why, you are sort of meeting up with this person to, really work out how to start taking steps towards your long-term success for yourself here. The lily really does have a long-term kind of energy. So a lot of the time, especially when we're seeing that you're quite strong and empowered at the moment. So I feel as though you're just sort of trying to, get maybe advice on how to, flow that through to get yourself to where you want to be. But, overall, that's definitely, relationships in your life serving your highest good at the moment here, Gemini. So I'm not seeing anything really of concern coming through when it comes to relationships around you. So, we will move on over to the career side of things for you. Okay. Pardon. Gemini, what is going on for Gemini with career and finances as well, I suppose? Hand in hand, right? What's going on for Gemini with career and finances? What does Gemini need to know in regard to career and finances, please? Growth and freedom. So the growth card does say, I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. So you are sort of undertaking some sort of growth within your career sphere. Once again, I'm getting drawn to that lily energy we just saw there with the relationships. So for some of you, you may be actually meeting up with this person and that's, this friendship that is helping you guide yourself through career growth and how to, get that under your belt. So it definitely could be, some friends helping you expand your growth within your career as well. It definitely could be linking up here. I'm kind of feeling for a lot of you. The freedom card as well. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. Okay, so really starting to explore options and allowing yourself the freedom of growth in your career. No matter where that takes you, you're allowing that expansion within career and finances, that growth, and allowing yourself to, really just embrace being able to do new things. I'm kind of getting from that the freedom of choice. And the freedom to choose which direction you want your career to go in and allowing that to, create happiness for you along the way. So a very strong sort of happy, growing energy there. Pardon? That it's like, no matter which way you want your career and your finances to go and grow at the moment, you really have the freedom to express yourself and gain the insight to get yourself to where you want to be within that aspect. Okay, Gemini. What's going on for Gemini with career and finances? Career and finances for our Geminis. Wow, that is so interesting. Seeing some doubles here as well. So it's wanting to talk about that past energy we saw with your relationships as well. So, keeping in mind that relationships, we do a lot of the time have strong relationships with co-workers and things like that within our business life as well. So it does seem that these two are very linked for you at the moment, with whether it's you work with family, you work with friends, or you consider, workplace friends, because that fox energy is coming back up here as well. All right. So for some of you, it may be the fact that you're talking to your career and your friends may not be grouped together, or whoever this fox energy is for you, they may not be grouped together. But the advice that you're receiving from this fox energy, spending time with your friends, is actually helping you in your career sphere as well. So firstly, we do see the whip coming through here, which is very interesting because the whip is all about conflict and like tensions and troubles that you've been facing. Sometimes it can be talking about, the inner conflict within ourselves. But I do feel as though, the next card we have is that fox. So we're definitely seeing double ups in the energy here for you. But I feel as though, once again, this fox energy, it's coming in a very advisory role. They're advising you how to get through the drama, how to get through the tension, the trouble, the conflicts that you have been in within your work sphere. Okay, so maybe that's why we're seeing the tower for that fox energy initially, because that's a very structured card, and There's a strong foundation there. So you may be seeing this fox person as somebody who has, built a strong foundation for themselves within their work, even if it's in a totally different industry. Once again, I am getting that this is like guiding you. This fox energy is guiding you how to, independently survive whatever dramas and troubles that you've been facing. I don't feel as though this whip energy is anything, hugely dramatic for you. I feel as though this is like just facing the challenges that you've had or you've been having, or that you anticipate within work and career here for you, because you're really focusing on the growth. So you're using those troubles, those tensions, those conflicts and dramas. You're really using them to propel you forward here. So it's actually a very positive energy, even though the whip traditionally is one of the more negative based cards. Especially, I am getting the traditionally those two together are kind of very negative, but I'm getting a totally positive message here. It's like using, you're in such a powerful mode at the moment, Gemini. You're using all your weaknesses as strengths. Everything that has, been a drama for you in the past, you're now sort of twisting that and using that as your strength. That fox, they do what they need to do to survive, and you are using these things here to really propel you forwards, and you're kind of tricking the energy a little bit. It's a very clever energy, the fox, and you're kind of using the trouble and the drama in your life in the past, or anything that you're facing. You're using that in a very clever way. You're using it to propel yourself forward. We're also seeing a repeat here of the Garden card as well. Okay, so once again, these social meetings taking place between you and this fox are very, very important for your growth within your career and finances as well. So, there's definitely something important happening with these social based meetings for you at the moment. So, I definitely am getting that there's definitely some important stuff happening for you. Even if all that you gain from those meetings is, how to adapt and be flexible, and use that clever energy to twist conflict and drama into positives for yourself, and how to, twist that conflict into a strength, and gain the most out of those conflicts that you may have faced within your career and whatnot. If that's the only thing you're gaining from that meeting, well, that's a huge positive, and it's kind of like life changing for you here, because it's enabling you to, really find a lot of strength and power from, the more negative things that you've faced in your career. It's like, going through a tough time is giving you this opportunity to learn and grow, and use this in a really clever way to propel yourself forward. I'm kind of getting the energy here of somebody where it's like, you quite a lot of the time when somebody goes through something very, very difficult in their life, very hard in their life, I'm being given the examples of like, somebody who's gone through, I'll use an extreme example, okay? Somebody who's gone through cancer and survived cancer, and then they're using that experience to, start a new business that is a charity for cancer patients, or something along those lines, and it actually propels this person into a whole new career sphere, and down the track it actually gains a lot of momentum, but it's using that hard experience in their favor. And if they had never have had cancer and survived cancer, they would never have, ventured into that as a career. They never would have done that. So it's using the negative stuff in the most positive ways. So this is what's happening here for you, and there's definitely some important meetings taking place here. So for some of you, that fox energy, it may be somebody that you've been connected to. You may have met them through career. You may have met them through, being in a similar financial situation. And that maybe is how you have, created a foundation between you and this person, and it's really helping propel you forward here. Super interesting. I'm really intrigued by that energy here, Gemini, And you guys are you going big time with this, using that negative into positives. It's an amazing energy. The energy I'm feeling, Gemini, it's actually kind of life-changing here, that all these negative experiences that you've had in your life, they're really going to, you're going to be able to turn them on their head and gain a lot more out of life from having experienced that. So it's in a way, it's a very beautiful thing. Okay, but I just find it so intriguing. Okay, Gemini. Moving on. If you have a specific health question, maybe think of that now. If you've had a specific health concern or anything along those lines, I have something popping out straight away, but I just want to grab one more. Gemini, for health. Anything Gemini needs to know in regard to health, please. Okay, so the one that popped out, we have permanence popping out there. So this is something that these health can. I'm kind of feeling like majority of you, this is not for those people that this is for. This is not something that you're unaware of. Okay, you're already aware of this health issue, this health concern. We also have deceit. Okay, so I'm not a health professional or anything like that, guys. This is just something I do occasionally, do readings on the health aspects. I know a lot of readers won't touch it. So you're more than welcome to end the video now if you don't want to look into health stuff. Especially if it may be a little bit confronting here, because with permanence and deceit, it's kind of like I'm getting it going both ways as well. All right, so for some of you, and I feel like this is actually majority of you, you have been told that this I'm getting illness, this health issue, you have been told that this is a permanent health issue for you. That's deceitful information. That's not true. This is something that you can improve upon. You can recover from. Okay, I am getting that if you have been told that this health issue is a permanent health issue, that is not the case. There has been some sort of deceit with the way that we're looking at this health issue, that it's not actually as permanent as you may believe currently. If you currently, and the opposite is true, if you currently believe that this is something that is not going to be a permanent part of your life, you may not be. You may actually be not facing the truth of this health issue. The truth, for those of you where I'm getting both sides of that coming through. So it depends. This health issue, it's something that's already in existence in your life. You already know about this, and for some of you, you've been told that this is a permanent thing. For others of you, you have been told this is not a permanent thing. So the opposite is true. Whatever you've been told, the opposite is true. Okay, is what I'm getting for health for you, Gemini. But you are more than welcome to check your other placements, of course. You're more than welcome to disregard the health section. That is perfectly fine as well. Like I said, I'm just I'm just reading oracle cards. I'm not a health professional by any means, and obviously it is a collective reading, so this message may not be for you. All right, but that's what we have. Please leave a comment if you want to go in the draw for that free personal reading as well, and I'll see you all again soon.